country in the world, and it is worth fighting for. It is worth bleeding for. And if it takes it, it's worth dying for the greatest country that this world has ever seen.
Hey, good morning, dear American family. What's up, everybody? I'm Chad Prather, filling in for our buddy Graham Allen. Talked to Graham yesterday. He's doing good. He got his hands full with all kind of crazy stuff going on in Washington, D.C. I want you guys to hit that like button. Let's get this Tuesday morning started. I want to see you in the chat. I want to see it. We had a winner the other day. Everything goes out in the mail today. The dark MAGA hat that I got from the White House. I don't know if you heard I was there, but we got some other goodies going out as well. We got a winner. We might do another giveaway today, but the only way to do that, I don't have another dark MAGA hat, but I have some stuff, okay? The only way to do that is you gotta get in the chat. Maybe we'll give away Todd's Alabama hat. Maybe we'll do that.
Let's give away Todd.
We'll just give away Todd. How about that? I hope everybody's doing good. Float those American flags. Fly them, baby, in the chat. Hit the like button. Let's go ahead and just pop off to about 1,000 likes right now. Yesterday was an odd day, man. It was a wild day. I'm still trying to, I feel jet lagged. It's crazy. All the travel this weekend. And then now just trying to get back into the news cycle of all kind of crazy stuff that's going on. There's a bunch that's happening in our world. And we're here for it, folks. We're gonna have a few. Laughs today and have a good time. I hope you all are ready for it. Let me see the flags, baby. Blow up the chat. Let me see you. It is Tuesday morning, and I'm just praying that, unlike yesterday on my show, my computer doesn't crash again. Party Foul Steve is over here. He just brought me a cup of coffee. Don't stop halfway across the room, Steve. Bring it over here. Everybody, there's that what I need. Look at that. Okay, good stuff. He brought me all kind of stuff up here. That's service, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Who wants one of these Chad Prather show coffee cups?
I need me a Party Foul Steve to come over and hang out with me, dude.
You know what? You guys, I hear you guys in my ear, and I know you guys want a Party Foul Steve too, but it comes with a lot of complaining. It comes with a lot of complaining. Party Foul Steve likes to complain about literally everything. And some of you are going, who's Party Foul Steve? You got to watch my show, and you'll know. Party Foul Steve's been on the road with me for the last 10 years, and boy, that ice is getting thin. Thanks, Daddy. Thanks for breaking me some. Oh, boy, howdy. Before we get going, folks, I want to remind you guys to text Graham, Graham, Graham to 989898 Birch Gold. They are the leader in the industry when it comes to partnering with you to make sure that your future is secure and your retirement is backed by physical gold. They will roll your retirement account over into an IRA backed by physical gold. They will help you do that. When you text Graham to 989898, they will get you a free information kit. No obligation. Get them on the phone, talk to them, do a little research. They have helped, like 40,000 people, and they will help you diversify your retirement in precious physical metals. You can do a little research over at birchgold.com, but it's a whole lot easier if you just text Graham to 989898. I know you guys, you're sitting around looking at your retirement. You think you're going to be like me and just die in the saddle with your boots on, baby, but sometimes you want to have something there. And you know what? These days, you can't trust your employer. You don't know that that's going to be there forever. Maybe you got that old 401k that's sitting there, it's not doing anything because it's a former employer and you need something to grow. So get over there to Birch Gold. Text Graham to 989898. That's the phone number. My aunt one time, she was talking to me. She goes, I don't understand how to do this. I said, the phone number is 989898. And then in the text box, in the body box, you just put Graham. And then they'll take care of the rest. All right, let's bring them on here, folks. Everybody's favorite redneck. We're going to do this out of order. I'm going to do it on purpose. Everybody's favorite redneck, Hot Seat Todd's here. What's up, buddy?
Good morning, everybody. Good morning. And hopefully everybody's on the Signal app this morning.
Now you read that Pete Hegseth exchange that was with was JD Vance, right? And apparently they included a journalist that was on that deal. And I don't know that anything was discussed on there that was
there was literally like no, they keep saying war plans. There were war plans. Nothing. Literally nothing.
I'm you guys know me. I'm not smart enough to know. So I trust your take on it. Yeah, I appreciate the fact that there probably shouldn't have been a journalist. in
Yeah,
the
I
deal.
agree, but let's not forget that the Biden administration authorized the Signal app to be used, all right,
Yeah.
by the DOD for these particular conversations. So
Yeah, they tried to make it, where they shouldn't be using the Signal app. Everybody uses the Signal app. I mean,
yeah, it's
especially in that deal.
encrypted. It's
so,
perfect. I use it.
Yeah,
It's great.
and I hate all these apps, dude. I'm
I
so
do too.
confused at this point. Let's get it. Let's bring in some brain power, folks. He's still here, and he tells us he's happy. He loves everybody because he said, "This is the day the Lord has made, and He's going to rejoice and be glad in it." Folks, Mexican Tony's in the house. What's up, buddy?
What up, everybody? Good morning. I am happy. I'm happy. I'm happy to be back. I'm happy to be back in the groove. I was a little sad last week, but we don't want to talk about that. I'm happy to be here. Happy to be here with you guys and the whole chat, and everybody's blowing it up, and I'm a happy dude today.
I'm happy you're here too. Have you ever used the Signal app, Tony?
Me?
Yeah,
No.
I have.
I do.
Well, it's an encrypted messaging thing.
Yeah, it's encrypted. I talked to lots of mine that are in Kuwait, Iraq.
Yeah.
I mean, all over the country, like military members. That's
I've had
what it's
military
for.
people who said, "We'll talk on the Signal app," and I'm like,
Yeah.
"Oh, will we?" I guess this is a conversation I don't need to hear.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
if you're telling me I need to get on the Signal app to get encrypted information, it's probably not something that I need. I probably am not the person you need to be telling it to. I like to remind everybody because I think people forget this. My career, like my profession, I'm a comedian. Like I tell jokes for a living, folks. I am not the media. I am not a journalist. I am not in the intelligence community. God knows I'm not. I tell jokes, and they're not even good jokes. Like they're not even like I tell stories for a living and try to get people to giggle.
Wait a minute. I got a message, and the producer's going to buzz me for this, and I don't care. But I spit out, like, what I was drinking. Somebody was talking about your show, and it was so funny.
Dude, there's no telling, bro.
Here's the message I got. After listening to Chad's Saturday night here in Springfield, the man needs Jesus. Definitely after his skit about Nancy Pelosi's nipples.
I want to see Nancy Pelosi naked, and here's why. I want to see if the doctor put the nipples in the right
I
spot.
literally spit out what I was drinking. It was so funny.
Because I've seen where they put her eyebrows, and they're not in the
Chad,
right spot.
there should never be a sentence that says, "I want to see Nancy Pelosi naked." I mean, that's just. I think I speak for everybody in the chat that's saying that.
And therein lies the joke. It's pretty disgusting. You guys, man. So Trump has now blocked. Speaking of, all this kind of stuff, people getting blocked and taken out, losing their security details, losing their. Alejandro Mayorkas, he's one of the worst of the worst. Trump has taken away his Secret Service protection. Yeah, I'd love to hear what you guys have to say. This is a tweet by my buddy Gunther Eagleman here, and dude, if anybody annoyed me, this dude, I mean, he was 100% responsible for the federal policies that in the Biden administration that kept the borders open. I mean, he was in charge of Homeland Security, and he did not secure the homeland. So, see you, buddy.
Wasn't he impeached?
I think I don't know that he was impeached. I think they brought him up on impeachment, though. I don't remember, Todd. I don't remember on that deal.
I'm about 67.9% sure that he was impeached. And if he was indeed impeached, why in the hell does he still have Secret Service?
Yeah, I don't know that he got it. Somebody maybe in the chat can help us on that deal. Maybe do a little quick Google search or something. But
I'll do it for you.
Yeah, do it. This is hands down. This is a beautiful cup. You can get it over at prathertees.com, I think. But this is the worst cup of coffee I've ever had.
Yeah.
What did you do to it, Steve? Party Foul Steve, what did you do to it? Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, the House of Representatives impeached him. Yeah.
They impeached him?
But
it never
January
passed,
28th.
right?
Yeah.
If I remember right, it never passed.
How many people after they get out of their service here still have Secret Service protection? I mean, obviously the president and the vice president, but after that, how many people
That's
Are
my
the
question.
taxpayers paying for their protection for
My
it?
good Lord,
Yeah.
does if you retire as a janitor, do you get the
You still get some.
Secret
You get
Service
some secret
forever?
service. Like I guess Alejandro Mayorkas would need a protection detail. Maybe, I don't know. Like I've never really kind of thought about which cabinet members need to keep a protection detail on something like that. I mean, you're a public servant. You're done. Go on. I mean, did you see the big parade of security and all the stuff for Joe Biden going to Othello, and then he was visiting with Denzel Washington and Jake Gyllenhaal, and they were in military uniforms. And I'm thinking Joe probably thinks he's talking to actual military members for this Broadway play that he went to. But man. All this security detail stuff's crazy, but apparently he's losing it. Trump really is going after these people who came at him with the lawfare. I mean, he really is going after them. But you can't. You got to appreciate, first of all, this is a funny story. You got to appreciate Donald Trump's vanity, right? Like this dude, Trump is an interesting looking cat, but. He wants his portrait taken down in the Colorado State House, and they're going to take it down. Have you seen this thing? Look at this. Now, if you look at, he says it doesn't look like him. What do you think, boys?
I don't know. I don't know. It's
What do you mean?
terrible.
That is Donald Trump. I don't understand. What do you mean he doesn't look like him? I mean, if I were walking by, I wouldn't say, "Hey, check that out." That's not Donald Trump. That is Donald Trump. I don't understand what the problem is.
You know who they're trying to depict there by looking at that. Obviously, he sort of looks like a Cabbage Patch Kid or one of those, you know what I'm saying? Like they just kind of blew him up and cartooned him. But in fairness, I looked at some of the other pictures that are hanging of the former presidents in Colorado, and they all are a little cartoonish. Like Barack Obama's portrait, he looks like a little boy. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's honestly, I need to, check them out a little more closely, which I'll never do. But, but they're taking it down. And of course, there's people who are saying, never put it back up, whatever. But yeah, I see what they did there. Trump says no bueno. Let's see if we can zoom in on that picture right there if you guys are there. I mean, Barack Obama looks like a 17-year-old high school picture there,
Yeah. That's his yearbook album right there.
Yeah. Where's Joe Byron?
Are these portraits hand painted, or are they?
Yeah.
Are they? Is that what it is?
Yeah, they're paintings.
You're gonna get the interpretation of whatever painter that does those things. So obviously they're
statement.
not gonna be exact. Like a
Yeah.
computer printed thing. So I mean, it is what it is.
Well, is what it is. Like you said, here's something that ought to infuriate everyone. Texas judge basically forcing this drag show to happen. So U.S. District Judge Lee Rosenthal just ruled that Texas A&M must allow a drag show to take place. So the campus was basically saying no to them having a drag show there, and she says, nope, you got to be able to do it. You got to be able to do it. I mean, I would think that if a college, an institution of higher learning says, okay, we're not going to allow this here. Like when I was at the University of Georgia, right in the middle of campus, we had what was called a free speech platform. And so there were always people out there saying something or street preaching or something like that.
A soapbox.
Yeah, basically that's what it was. But we're getting off the rails here with, if the school says no, and I don't know everything about this story, but it's there going, a judge is going to say, no, you got to allow this to happen? Man, more and more I hear about certain things going on Texas A&M, dude.
I got it.
Weird.
I got it. All right, the judge says you have to have it, but the judge doesn't say where. Put it in a broom closet and said, we let them do it.
I don't think you can put those people back in the closet.
I'm just saying, look, I'm sorry. I am that much of a smart aleck, and I'm carrying you to a room, and I'm cleaning out all the brooms and the Clorox, and I'm going to go, there you go. We got the lights in there ready for you. You shut it. Have fun.
Well, why don't they just do it in her
where.
house? Why don't they just do it in her house?
So I don't know much about the story. Is it something that the students push for, or is it something what drag show is it for? Like, is it a student led drag show thing? Is that what they're doing? Does anybody know?
Man, I don't know.
I don't know.
I know.
Because plain and simple, if you want to boycott it, just don't show up. I mean, let them do what they're going to do.
If I'm the president of A&M, it's going in a broom closet.
Yeah,
That's where
and I get it. People are saying it's a First Amendment issue, and you should have but this is This is a college saying no. This is a college saying we don't want to do this. This isn't the government restricting their free speech. Now, you can make the argument that it's government funded. You know, colleges and universities they are ruled by the Board of Regents. The Board of Regents in Texas is a nightmare. So, you know, they're whatever. I mean, you've got to expect anything on college campuses at this point in time, but these federal judges stepping in and basically just overruling everything is insanity. My deal is, when did we lose, Tony, when do we get to honor values again and say, you know what, some things ought to make us blush? Like, some things we ought to have a conscience about it. I mean, we're so far gone from all of this stuff. Tell me, at what point in time do we just say, this is embarrassing? Some things need to be kept, where either in a private place or a place dedicated to that, or, but doing it on the streets and wherever, and on a college campus. I mean, it's insane.
We lost that a long time ago because, as you said, I mean, we should have values. We should have morals, and if anybody follows the Bible, or if they have Jesus in their life, something like this wouldn't happen. Because, like you said, this stuff that's happening in college, you should keep it. If something like this is going on, and that's your right if you want to do that, but do it in the privacy of your own home. You shouldn't have to push it onto other people that don't want to live like this. The good standing Christians that are going to school, that just want to go there and study and not have to put up with drag shows and DEI and all the trends and all that stuff, and Todd, you hit the nail on the head of, what was it, the last week before I left, when you were saying that I don't care if you want to put up, if you want to do all this, but this is you saying, I shouldn't have to change my values because you want to come out and be a trans, so.
No. And it's really simple when it comes to these college campuses. All three of us men have been on college campuses. Like, how many abandoned, like, little buildings are all over college campuses? Okay, take one of those abandoned buildings, put a room in there, put a sticker on it that says Ray's Boom Boom Room, and let them have their parties in there, and just say, do your thing. But you're not doing it in public. You're not doing it in the square. You're not doing it at College Station. You're not doing it in front of the Union. We're going to give you this building right here, and God forbid the roof doesn't cave on you.
And at the end of the day, dude, I mean, at the end of the day, again, we've become a society that just doesn't blush. We just don't. And our hearts have gotten hardened to things. And there's no, to look at something and go, this, just come on. And again, honest question, you guys don't have to answer this. You ever been to a drag show?
No.
Yes. I have. Yep.
I have too. I didn't mean to go. Sometimes you're in places and they just break out.
Okay,
right?
Time out. I have to retract my previous statement. I did not go to a drag show, but when I was in the Army, we had TDY in New Orleans. Okay,
yeah.
And me and my buddy, we were walking down Bourbon Street, and I did not know this even existed in New Orleans. And we're walking, and things start feeling a little weird, and I started feeling a little awkward, and I look up and I see pride flags everywhere and like dudes dressed up, and I was like, okay, we're in the wrong section of town. We did an about face and left. So that's the closest I've ever come to,
Well, I just remember being in Frankfurt, Germany back in 94, and the things that I was seeing, this was 94. So this, 30 years ago, and I'm looking at stuff that is all like advertisements that are on the wall in the airport there in Frankfurt, and like the topless women and stuff like this were like modeling ads and this, glamour stuff. And I'm like, this is just out there for everybody to see. I said, this is where America is headed. Like, because if it's happening in Europe, usually years later, it's happening in America. Now it's happening even faster. And so we just have lost our ability to blush and to say no and to look at things. And at some point in time, these judges need to be told no. Like, we're not doing it. Like this, we got to stand for it. Violation of rights. Well, you know what? It's a violation of God, man. And to continue to push this filth out there in our society, to launder it in such a way that it becomes acceptable behavior is just, I'm sorry if it hurts your feelings, but some things need to be kept out of the public eye.
Yep, and I'm probably going to get some heat for this, but this is one of those times where I wish we were somewhere like Russia, where we had a dictator just say, nope, if something like this, they would never let anything like this happen. He would just drop the hammer on them and make them disappear in the van and just, you're out of here, go. So, really, seriously, again, we don't support Russia. We think, Putin is a POS. But, do you think he'd let something like this happen in his country? Probably not.
And I understand you can't legislate morality. Right? Like so in some cases we wish we could, but you can't, because people are going to do what people are going to do, and it's a horrible thing. But here we are. You can't legislate morality, but why can't we have a little bit of decency and just be like, I get it. You got a lifestyle. This is the way you want to be. I can't change that about you. And I'm going to try to love you best I can. But I don't need it. Like if my 18, 19-year-old son or daughter at Texas A&M, I don't need them exposed to that. And I don't need a federal judge stepping in and trying to make the rules of a deal like that.
Yep.
Because you end up with, okay, here's a story. UFC guy. And Todd, you know more about this dude than I do.
Yeah, Cain Velasquez.
He just got sentenced to 5 years for chasing after a man and shooting at a man who molested his 4-year-old son. So apparently this was a daycare worker?
Yeah. So it was in 2022, and he got into a high-speed 11-mile chase, like chasing this dude down who was allegedly molesting his, 4-year-old child. And then he just began firing bullets in the dude's car, ends up hitting, rams his car, rammed in the vehicle, fired more rounds into it. But I think he ends up shooting the guy's father-in-law or stepfather or something like that. But he got 5 years with, I think, 2 years already served. Play the clip. He's chasing this dude down, man.
Firing bullets, and hit the stepfather.
Yep. Bro is lucky to be alive. I told y'all. I watched Law-Abiding Citizen and took notes. I'm just telling you. I don't play with stuff like this, man. Not just with my children and my wife, but Tony and his family, Chad, your family, producer, your family, anybody else. I don't play with stuff like this. I will gladly surrender my freedom to protect women and children. I will hand it over. This should not happen.
How's this person free and driving down the street?
Exactly.
I think everybody knows where I stand with the whole hurting children thing. I've spoke about it more than once, and I think Cain Velasquez, I think he should be already let out. For the time served while he was waiting for court, I think the court should just go lenient on him because, as Todd said, when anybody that's a parent in here finds out that somebody hurt your child, you pretty much just black out and just it's one of those things where you can't. The dude is lucky to be alive because Todd's right. If that ever happened to me, I would do everything in my power to strangle the guy. I don't care who's watching me. I don't care who's around. That guy is lucky to be alive, man. It disgusts me that the court's probably going to protect this guy and Velasquez is probably behind bars.
We talk about this a lot. We talk about what we would do. We talk about the things that we're capable of doing and things like that. Very, very few people on this earth, and I hope none of you ever have to reach the level of anger that it takes to take a human life. Unfortunately for me, I've been there. I was in the Army. I know what it takes. I know what that rage and what that anger feels like. I wouldn't wish it upon anybody. But once you're tapped into that anger, there's no stopping you. It is just the only thing I can explain it to. It's the Incredible Hulk. If you're in my way, you're just an obstacle. And when it comes to Kendra, my boys, these guys, my friends, my family, I'll burn this entire county down to protect these guys. And I'm sorry, that's just how I was raised. And you better just like Scottie Pippen used to say about Michael Jordan, just give him the ball and get the hell out of his way. That's just, I'm just telling you now.
Well, don't touch kids. Don't mess with kids. We do. We live in such a depraved world and society. And, gosh, make wood chippers great again.
Man, I'm telling you, burning at the stake.
Let's get everybody hitting that like button right now. Like. You don't have to smash it. You don't have to hit it hard. You can just touch it shit gently. We got, 3,500 people watching on this particular Rumble channel right here with Dear America. We should have at least that many likes. Just hit the like button. Bright Core Nutrition. You go to mybrightcore.com and check them out. I have discovered this kimchi stuff. Like, we wouldn't eat the Korean diet. Like, we wouldn't eat this stuff. We just don't have a palate for that. But these people, they're so much healthier than we are. And the reason is their gut health. And the Bright Core Nutrition has a brand new, beautiful supplement called Kimchi One. And if you use promo code America, you get this for 25% off. I just had a conversation the other day on the show with Kim Bright, the founder of Bright Core Nutrition. And this stuff, I'm telling you, you watch that 20-minute conversation, and by the last 10 minutes, you'll be ready to buy every single thing at Bright Core. So mybrightcore.com, head over there and check them out. And I think the deal on the screen there is wrong. mybrightcorenutrition.com. It needs to be just mybrightcore.com. And then use promo code America and save 25%. That Kimchi One, game changer. Absolutely amazing, because you have a little villi in your stomach and those things because of our diet and the toxic stuff we're putting in ourselves. Those villi that help you process the food and digest the food, they kind of go away and they retract, if you will. I don't know the technical term for that. This Kimchi One helps restore all of that stuff. So they got a ton of products. Go over there and check out their library of products at My Bright Core. There we go. Yeah, I like it. That Kimchi One, I take it every day.
Eat the real kimchi.
You don't want to eat that stuff.
You don't want to eat it.
You don't want to eat that
stuff.
stuff.
You don't want it.
You don't want to
You don't want
it. Man, you know what, Tony? You encouraged me, brother. I got on here today, and I was like, I told you I didn't sleep well last night. I had a nap yesterday afternoon, which is, I shouldn't have done that. And Tony's like, you know what? I just love everybody. I said, we'll fix that, Tony. We'll bring up some people, and he's already gone nuclear on. He's ready to put
You're trying to bring
me
down, and it's not going to happen today.
No.
Today I'm in a good mood today. So.
Yeah, I talked to Graham and Royce yesterday. Graham was a little stressed over the Pete Hegseth thing, but I didn't put it. Graham lives with a certain level of stress anyway. He takes things pretty seriously, carries his responsibilities pretty heavy. He is all about getting the job done, but he's doing well, man. So be praying for Graham and Alyssa. They got a lot on their shoulders right now while he's working in D.C. Love that dude. FBI has announced that they're going to go after these people. I think there's been about 80 different vandalism situations that have happened with Teslas now.
It's insane.
I mean, liberals keying the cars of other liberals. I saw that one of the people that were keying them with the car was a woman who was disabled. She was in a wheelchair. And so Kash Patel came out yesterday and said, this is domestic terrorism. And they have they're going to basically put together a task force.
Good.
He said those responsible will be pursued, caught, and brought to justice. Now, me personally, I think there's a lot of things that need to be pursued right now in our country. We're talking about a child molestation case. We've got other things that are going on in this country that the FBI, the Department of Justice, needs to be investigating. But they don't need to keep going after this. This is a private company that's done well for the country. And, they loved them. Liberals loved them. And now everybody's, have you not been on the internet long enough to know that these things have a sentinel mode where they videotape you vandalizing the car? And yet people are still doing it.
I just can't wait for all the mug shots to come out. Like, I want to see all the mug shots.
Yeah. Well, what they're all going to look like. I mean, the one dude was walking by, and he's committed a crime not only for keying the car, but he was out in public walking around in his pajamas. Like, what is? Stop. Can we do that? Let's talk about decency again. We talked about the drag thing. Could people stop wearing their pajamas?
Yeah, wearing his SpongeBob pants. That was great.
in public. Can we stop that? You know, I mean, my friend Mindy Robinson, she posted something last night about this dude was walking around with his pants down in the grocery store, and he was wearing like women's lingerie underneath there. And she said, I literally had to walk up to this guy and tell him to put his pants up. There's kids walking around in here. I don't know. I just
You know what the stupid part about all this? It's not like these people vandalizing those cars are hurting Elon in any way, shape, or form. You're not hurting his pocketbook.
Right.
Who you're really hurting are the people who are driving these cars. All these people that have these cars that use it for, to take their kids to school and drop it off. Everybody knows what a pain in the ass it is to take your car to the body shop and get a rental car while you're getting your car fixed. I mean, why even go there? I mean, it's stupid. You're just hurting other people. You're hurting your neighbors. What you're doing, and it's idiotic. I mean, why would you take the vandalism and hurt your neighbor?
Now, I don't drive a Tesla. I have no idea
Shocker.
how these things work. But here's my question. So this Century mode right here, does the car notify you like on your phone when somebody's close to it? It does?
I think it does. I think it does.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
Yeah, Century mode. What did I say? Sentinel mode or something? It's Century mode. So yeah, this
need
is
a Tesla.
Here is a picture of some of the mug shots. This is exactly what you would expect them to look like.
Yeah.
All of these folks are always the same. But yeah, I'm pretty sure you get a notification on this thing.
Man, dude, I'd be coming out of the store like a woo, buddy.
Those are not cheap
yeah,
automobiles.
people are saying yes. It does notify you. Oh my God, I would come out of that Walmart so hard and so fast.
Yeah,
like Ray Lewis running after Eddie George, dude. I'd be so hard.
Yeah, well, I mean, you had, who was it, Jasmine Crockett the other day talking about we need to be throwing punches and stuff. I mean, can we stop? I mean, what does the world come to when everybody is it's just crazy. You got Texas police that have found basically bomb material in a Tesla dealership.
In Austin, that's her district.
Yeah. No, Jasmine's Dallas.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
Jasmine Crockett's Dallas. Austin is a whole other nightmare. But they found bombs in the Tesla showroom, incendiary devices taken into police custody with the help of the bomb squad. It doesn't surprise me in Austin. I mean, Austin's, and by the way, Tesla, that's where they are basically headquartered. I mean, they have a whole Tesla city over there where the manufacturing plants and the offices and the headquarters, because he moved from Silicon Valley to East Austin, I'm sorry. And so, it's kind of a central point for them. So I understand. But this has got to be denounced. It's got to be held accountable. This is insane, man. And, Elon Musk. Yeah. I mean, Elon Musk has the resources to go after you.
Again, where's the compassion from all these people? I mean, seriously,
no
you're
such
making
thing,
bombs to bomb a showroom. Those are all people trying to pay their bills. I mean, they're working there they're just our American citizens trying to pay their bills. You guys are making bombs because they work for Tesla. I mean, come on.
Listen,
what is going on here?
If anybody has Elon's phone number, if anybody has any way to contact Elon Musk, look, Elon, my brother, my South African brother, we got plenty of land here in Mississippi. We got plenty of land. You put your headquarters out here, I promise, ain't nobody gonna bother you out here. Now, we're not driving your cars, but hey, bro, I mean, you ain't got to worry about it. I promise. I promise.
He ain't moving to Mississippi, though. I mean, if you drive past that plant out there that they've built in Austin, I mean, it's huge. It's massive. I mean, they've renamed the streets and everything about Tesla. So he put out a funny meme, basically a Babylon Bee deal where he's like, here, let's just put a Tesla dealership sign on the IRS building. So Democrats will burn it down. That's a Babylon Bee post. But they did. I mean, you're right to your point. They turned on each other. They're devouring each other on this thing. And you know what? Here's the thing. Here's what frustrates me about a lot that's going on in our world right now is everybody wants to be mad at somebody. Everybody wants to be mad at somebody. Like, everybody needs an enemy. And I'm so tired of that. I'm like, I get it. We should call out the BS. We should call it out when people aren't using critical thinking skills. We should call it out when people make mistakes or, don't use common sense. We should call those things out. But, man, they're ready to burn the village down for everything that they perceive as being some form of a violation. Yeah. Somebody's going to we laugh about this, but someone is going to get hurt. Mm-hmm. Something's going to happen.
For sure. And just let me add this. How many of the legacy media, whether it's CNN, MSNBC, the rest of these Peckerwoods, how many actually thanked Elon for saving the astronauts and bringing them home?
None.
I didn't hear one of them.
None. They're not going to do it.
That's all you need to know about these Peckerwoods. That's it.
But they'll pop off and say that it didn't really happen, or they weren't really stranded. You can't walk home. I mean, if you can't walk home from space, I would say you're pretty stranded.
Yep.
I mean, if you're up there and nobody's is come and got you, that to me is literally the definition of stranded. So but they try to justify everything, and they're like, well, it didn't really, even the splashdown was AI. Whatever. I know they were in space and now they're here.
They
and
got
it was
here
because
somehow.
Elon Musk went and got them.
They got here somehow.
I mean, these people just this is what happens when you raise a generation on Amazon.com and PlayStation, like without discipline, without being told no, and they think that their feelings rule the world, and everybody's supposed to take care of their feelings. It's not my responsibility to make sure you feel good. And it is domestic terrorism, and someone is going to get hurt, but they've lived without consequences.
I can't get over this whole. I'm still trying to process that whole. They found bomb parts at a showroom. I mean, I just watched that movie Patriots Day the other day about the Boston marathon bombing and all that stuff, and all the collateral damage it did. It's funny how when they show terrorism that way, all of America comes together, but because it's Tesla and the libs are justifying what they're doing here. I mean, those are American citizens you guys are talking about here that would be collateral damage if something like this actually happened. Where is the protest? Where's the dude? You guys need to stop this crap. I mean, that's just, you guys are taking it way too far. There's nothing wrong with, freedom of speech and going out in front of the building and protesting all you want, but making bombs to try to hurt people because they work for Tesla? I mean, I don't understand where we're at in this country anymore, man. That's brutal. We're not only fighting against China and Russia and all the fentanyl coming over the border. Now we're fighting our own people here because they work for Tesla. I mean, come on. I mean, that's just crazy.
Let me ask you this: when's the last time you saw a climate change headline? It's been a minute.
Yeah, I mean that was the whole deal, right?
Yep, it's been a minute.
I mean that was the whole deal. I mean he was the guy who he set the tone for the whole electric car industry. They loved him. And what's weird to me is how many Democrats were defending. Elon Musk's a Democrat. Bobby Kennedy is a Democrat. Tulsi Gabbard, Democrat. Donald Trump was a Democrat. And we got all these people here who are just saying, hey, again, all of these people, if you just let them alone and let them do the job instead of coming after them, you are poking the bear. I mean, look at what Donald Trump is doing to everybody now, revoking security clearances, taking away protection details. I mean, he's weaponizing as much as he can against these folks because they came after him. What do you think a guy that's worth $500 billion is going to do? I mean, at some point in time, I mean, you're right, Tony. If somebody wants to stand out on the street and they want to protest something, do it. Do it peacefully. Right. But what are you protesting? I mean, the guy that got up and went to work at his job to try to sell a car today?
Exactly.
I mean, what's your deal? And now you're there throwing orange paint on them and putting bombs in a car dealership, for crying out loud. And then you're going to get up in arms over Pete Hegseth having a conversation with the vice president over some war issues over an encrypted signal app. But yet you're promoting violence right here on American soil. Weird to me, dude. I mean, all logic has left the building.
Gone.
Pennsylvania, This is Allentown, Pennsylvania. LaTarsha Brown. She basically Jussie Smolletted herself. She basically Bubba Wallace herself. She said that she reported there was a noose on her desk. Turns out she put the noose there. Listen, I mean, this would be like the swatting thing. We've talked about that. This happened to a lot of different people with big accounts, and they've come after him. My buddy Larry Taunton got swatted last week. We had him on my show. This would be like saying, I got swatted last night, and basically you not only didn't get swatted, you set it up just for attention. And I'm like, that's the lowest of the low, right? But you're putting something to make it look like a race-baiting hate crime, and you did it. You're the one who did it to yourself.
Yeah, I thought it was hilarious. Like, she claimed that this happened. Of course, BLM, Antifa, all these people started showing up at the building, raising 9 kinds of hell. The investigators came in, and they said, okay, we're going to do DNA swabs of everybody because we found DNA on the noose. And so they started swabbing everybody. They got to her, and she said, well, let's just discontinue the case and forget it ever happened. They were like, nope, we're going to do it to you too. Swabbed her mouth, and she was the only DNA on this news. Awesome.
So they did find her DNA?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
But you know what? Nobody's going to back down to that. Nobody's going to say, yep, okay, or denounce it. They'll keep coming out because the image is out there. The narrative got placed out there. You think BLM's going to come out there and say, yep, we got it wrong? You know, I mean, this was, but they're not going to do that. They're going to keep doubling down, and somehow she will still be the victim in all of this. It's just like when NASCAR with Bubba Wallace, when that, rope pull down for the garage door, he said it was a noose. Everybody had the same dadgum knot on their pull down deal, but then every single driver is out there walking on the, on the raceway in support of Bubba Wallace, all because, and like, he literally. Nobody did anything to him.
Yep. Welcome to America.
I mean, only in America, only in 21st century America can you live with so much entitlement that you manufacture a certain level of oppression, and they will defend your victimhood that doesn't even exist. Only in America, man. Only in this culture. So anyway. Pop that meme up there. There you go. A little Scooby-Doo. There she is.
That's awesome.
Got the bad guy. It's her.
But I mean, she should be charged with a hate crime. Like she should be charged. She should spend time in jail. A lot of time in jail for that. Like, that's just uncalled for. There's no need in that.
Can we just step back and say what a absolute stupid moron she is with so many. Everybody knows there's cameras everywhere. I mean, anybody who watches CIS knows that if they wanted to find who did it, they would find it pretty quickly with fingerprinting and DNA swab and all that. I mean, why would you think this would be a good idea? I mean, she is just an absolute moron. I mean, it's one of the stupidest things I've ever heard of in my life.
Forget what happened to that French actor. Juicy Smouillet. He's a very famous French actor.
Oh, you need to play it. It's so funny. Chicken, you chicken.
Mr. Producer got scared. Oh, yoinks. Tesla, now, isn't it funny? We didn't say much about this. We did play the clip the other day where Tim Walz was saying when he likes to get a little boost in his day, he downloaded the stock market app so he could see Tesla go down, which is stupid, especially since his state, and he is also the chairman of the board over the pension investments there in the state of Minnesota, as well as being the governor. They are heavily invested in Tesla. And he sat there and said, I like to see the Tesla stock go down. Same guy who, during the campaign, when he was running for vice president, said he didn't own any stocks, didn't have any investments, and suddenly he's looking at the stock market. Well, Tesla just hit a single-day high for the year. I mean, they skyrocketed right back up there. Hopefully some of you guys bought into that. If you're in the chat, hopefully you I didn't give you advice on the show because I don't give stock advice, but play the clip of Tim Walz here. I just love this guy so much.
That little stock app, I added Tesla to it to give me a little boost during the day.
Idiot.
225 and dropping. So,
Look at it now, buddy.
and if you own one, we're not blaming you. You can take dental floss and pull the Tesla thing off, you know.
Wow. Yeah, well, it popped up to about 280 yesterday. So.
But is he though? All right, let's just hang on. And I thought about this last night. Let's think outside the box for just 1 second. Do you really think he's an idiot? Because the majority, like the civil servants, the state employees, all of their retirement, they are invested in Tesla stock.
Right.
All right. Wouldn't you think it would be smart to come out and bash it, piss some people off to make it the stock and to make the stock go up so your retirement portfolio goes up?
I mean, it's possible. I don't think that dude's operating with that level of complexity of thought.
Outside the box thinking. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. Never know. But no, I think, as Graham would say, what the crap?
I mean, if a redneck can figure it out, hey, I'm just saying. Maybe I'm giving him too much credit. Maybe he is the epitard that we think he is, but I'm just saying.
That's so funny.
All I got to do is just follow Nancy Pelosi, dude. She's making hundreds of millions of dollars on insider trading, so
killing it, bro.
Yeah.
Killing it.
Yeah, they hit a single day high for the year. It popped right back up there, trading at. Here's Scott Jennings, CNN. Tim Walz checking his Tesla stock tracker today, muttering, "Me no understand numbers good."
But he's winning. His retirement's going up because Tesla's going up. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. All right. There's this girl. She popped up in the news the other day. Pretty girl, Georgia sorority girl. She keeps getting arrested. Apparently, she makes some pretty good mugshots though. This girl's got a lead foot. She keeps getting arrested for speeding. I think she got pulled over like twice in an hour. And now, what is this? She got arrested now for obstruction of a law enforcement officer and loitering prowling. She can hang out here.
Nuh-uh, boys, I'm telling you, that's the face. That is the face of slashing your tires, busting your windshields, keying your car, and kicking your dog. Run.
Yeah.
Run right there. Run.
You better get away from that, boys.
Man, that's Lorena Bobbitt written all over it there, buddy.
That's funny. Are these mugshots or are they?
They're mugshots.
Those are mugshots.
Look at how happy she is that she got arrested. Yeah, that is a crazy. That is a crazy.
I mean, she got her mugshot done at Glamour Shots, man.
No, you can't. You can fix a lot of things, but you can't fix crazy. I'm telling you.
You see the cray cray, don't you?
Yeah,
you see the cray-cray.
It's in them eyes, man. It's in them eyes. It's in them eyes.
It's the devil. She's the devil.
That's the one that you sitting in the living room with, and you get into an argument with her, and then she looks at you and go, "You look tired. Why don't you just go to sleep?"
Yeah, why don't you go take a nap?
Yeah,
it's like that. What's that Carrie Underwood song? Where I dug my key in the side of his car.
Yeah.
Where the whole song she's talking about what he might be doing, but she's definitely jacking up his truck.
Yeah,
like I got a feeling that this girl's boiled some rabbits.
That is Swim Fan 2.0 right there. Like, she is hunting you down,
going after it. She's cute though. She's cute, but I'm scared of all women at this stage.
Mine. I love you.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, no.
I'll find you.
Yeah. No.
Here's a great clip. I don't know if you guys, Lily Stewart. I'm not Googling. Here's a great video right here. Trump just secured $5.8 billion for the United States. Let's play this clip. This is great.
Once again, Donald Trump is showing y'all why we put him in office. Why these liberals are out here terrorizing innocent American citizens for simply owning a Tesla. Why these liberals are spinning misleading headlines through their liberal propaganda machine trying to confuse the American public. Donald Trump is securing deals for the future of the nation. Let's just talk about this deal he secured with South Korea and Hyundai, one of the United States allies. $5.8 billion. You heard that right. $5.8 billion invested into the United States, going to the state of Louisiana, where they're going to create about 1,400 jobs that these working class citizens, the ones that y'all claim Donald Trump didn't care about, the ones that voted for him, but Trump don't care about them, they will get those jobs, 1,400 jobs. 2.7 million metric tons of steel a year will be produced by the United States. Over a million cars will begin to be produced in the United States. And you're mad that Donald Trump is securing deals for the future? I understand what it is. The liberal propaganda machine and these terrorists out here have got y'all mind conflicted and confused when you don't want to give Donald Trump his credit for securing this deal that's going to help our people. Y'all are treason.
There you go. You know, what was it we were saying last week? We were talking about the numbers don't lie. I mean, if you look at the numbers and you look at the stats, you look at the results, wouldn't it be cool if we could just get out of the way and say, all right, maybe they're producing some results. But again, like I said earlier, everybody's got to have an enemy right now, and they're not going to get out of the way. They're going to do everything they can. They would rather crash the plane and burn the whole thing down than to see anything succeed under Donald Trump's administration. Here's another girl spitting some facts right here. Just winning. Let me see. Winning, whatever. Put a W in the chat, big capital W. But yeah, listen to what she has to say.
We are not going to make it another 4 years under the Trump administration. Girl says who? The Democrats? Baby, ever since Trump came in the White House, we've been having win after win after win. I don't know about you, but those years under Biden was an absolute nightmare for the American people. That's why so many people were excited when Trump got in office. To be honest, that is exactly why that man was elected. See, y'all forgot so quickly how so much bullcrap happened under the Biden administration. All that money that he was sending to Ukraine as if the American people did not need it. Okay, the cost of inflation, that happened under the Biden administration. All of those egg prices that you guys are complaining about, that happened under the Biden administration. Okay, consumer debt under the Biden administration. The cost of housing, okay? The cost of living, guys. Don't forget inflation. All of this happened under the Biden administration. Yep. But y'all obviously forgot overnight, right? Baby, when that man left the White House, that was one of the best things that happened to us, okay? I don't know about you, but I'm happy that Trump is in office. And I'm looking forward to him making America great again. Welcome to the golden age, baby.
Ain't nothing wrong with it. Put that W in the chat. We're winning. And you're right, Biscuit. You got the stinky breath. Been licking that butt. I love it. You want to trigger some liberals? Here's how you get a Tesla, Tony. This is what you do with your Tesla right here. You go buy the Tesla, drive it down the street looking like this right here.
Yeah, baby.
Can you imagine? Let me tell you, the testicles on that person are massive, all right? With everything else going on, you got to have some brass ones to do it like that. And I want to know in the chat, how many of you guys would do that? How many of you would drive down the street with that? I'd like to see you if you do it. All right, boys. Good stuff. Winning. And we managed to do it all in under an hour.
We're just winning.
You do it.
We're just winning. I saw some people asking there, since Doge keeps finding all the money and all the deals getting made, they were talking about giving a stimulus check, $5,000 stimulus check to Americans. Have we heard anything about that?
No.
Anybody heard about it? No.
No,
and I hope they don't. I mean, I know there's a lot of people who would like to see that, but I'd rather it go towards the
national debt.
The debt.
Please.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep. I think that would be great for the country as well. I know a lot of people are hurting though, and I know.
Yeah.
But I also know that the last time people got stimulus checks, the line of Walmart to buy big screen TVs was out the door, man.
Yeah.
Nobody saves their money and nobody plans for the future. Everybody's out buying big screen TVs and PlayStations and Xboxes. So
I say, you know what? We do a Dear America like around the world. You give me that truck and 3 veterans with itchy trigger fingers and just let me go around the country.
Yeah, well, I mean, they do say they're bulletproof, right? Those Teslas. Yeah. So, if you drive around like, But,
who volunteers as tributes? All I want to know, because I'm driving.
I know. I am trying to find, Todd, you sent me the name of the winner the other day of our Dark MAGA.
Yes. Hang on. I've got it on email. Hang on.
And did you email it to me or did you text it to me? I'm
Yeah,
sitting
I
here
did.
looking for it because I'm going to do another giveaway here in just a minute. If you want to get into the super chat, $5 gets it read online, and we will talk about it.
Jennifer, it was Jennifer Bursing. Jennifer
Bursing, congratulations. We're going to throw a little merch package together for her. Shoot me that address one more time because we're taking it to the mailbox here in a few minutes. But the dark MAGA hat. So
Todd,
congratulations.
I would go with you in that Trump Tesla right there, but I would have you install a turret on top because we're gonna have people attacking us, dude. So I'd be mowing them down.
Yeah, that's funny. Like that, I think we did it on my show the other day. Where thank you, Todd. We were doing it on my show the other day with that minigun mounted on that turret on the Tesla. Yeah, yeah, that's an expensive car right there, buddy. Boys, you know what? I love you guys, man. I love you guys. What we're gonna do today, we'll do after the super chats. You guys stick around. We'll do a giveaway. I'll send you guys a couple of coffee cups. How about that? I got those. Nice. And there won't be one that I drink out of, brand new. How about that? Okay.
That one would probably go for a little bit more money there, Chad.
I want the one you drink out of.
No, none of my DNA. How about that? And hopefully they'll arrive to you in one piece. Sometimes sending those coffee cups is a little bit difficult to do. I can see Party Foul Steve over there rolling his eyes right now because
I bet you'd have some people out there wanting your DNA so they can clone you. So they can have
no, they don't want to clone me.
A little mini Chad sitting under there.
Don't want to clone me. I promise you they don't want to do that. But we'll do the giveaway here in a little bit. Todd, why don't you pray for us, my brother?
Let's do it. Let us bow. Father, we just thank you for a good show. Lord, we thank you for a good beginning of the week. I just ask that if there's any need out there, I know there's a lot of people out there in pain, a lot of people out there that are confused, whether it be their marriage, their finances, the way the country's running right now, the cities that they're living in, the dangers their children have to go through, the dangers their families have to go through. Father, I just ask that you meet those people and you fulfill those needs. Father, you tell us that not only will you never leave us, but you will set up a table in the presence of our enemies. And I think that is what you're doing right now, Father. You are setting up a table in the presence of our enemies. Father, we love you. We thank you for all that you do. I ask that you forgive us of our sins. Lord, cleanse us with the blood of your Son, Jesus Christ. And Father, I ask all these things in your Son's name, and all God's people said,
Amen. Amen. I told Graham yesterday, I said, you're done. Come home. Just come home. You've saved the world. Now come on home.
That's enough. James DDD MMMTDS, the Democrat syndrome. Now that's a handicap. Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It is.
Royce, too. I said, Royce, you got to come on home, too, buddy.
Come on home. 805 Sprinkle. Just wanted to clear up for Todd. On your show yesterday, the Soy Boy Tesla guy is fake. That's Jonathan Freeman. He's a surfer comedian from San Diego, just making fun of libtards. Love all your shows. He still stuck his bare butt on a car. Like, I don't care if that's a joke or not. That's how people get killed. Redneck Chicky. I bought Tesla stock to watch it go up.
I'm telling you, it was the move. It was the move. I told some people the other day, I said, let it go on down. It's going to come right back up. Buy it.
Alicia Victoria, come on, Todd. The left hasn't been known to be the brightest in what they do. I'm just, look, outside the box. That's all I was saying. Yeah. Outside the box. C.H. Miller.
But I will say this, Todd. There were a lot of people out there who said, I've never shorted a stock ever in my life, and I'm going to do it with Tesla. And they're eating crow now. If they did that, they're eating crow now.
Yep. C.H. Miller, Tim Walz is like the buck-toothed kid that really needs attention from the cool people. He's a very insecure thing because he's probably a they. God bless you all. Hugs for Tony.
That's funny.
Thank you.
Very sweet. Very, very sweet. NT2 Tipton. I want to thank everyone for the prayers. Love you all. Prayers for all the DA family.
Yeah. Well, excuse me.
Nice.
Tony, you got me yawning.
Ed Brown, keep the check, stop the taxes. There you go. I like it. Mika Pinata. Glad to hear Missouri treated you well, Chad. I wish I was there. But it's mission week and got to close out. Love you guys. Semper Fi. Cool. Siobhan. I work in L.A. I have 2 Trump stickers on my truck. I love getting all the dirty looks from the libtards out there. Be careful. There are some crazy ones.
There's some crazy ones out there.
Be careful. Stay strapped. MD Foster. I volunteer as tribute. Come on. Get in the truck. Let's do it.
Come on over.
I'm down. Free press audit. 800 plus middle and elementary kids are getting brand new shoes as we speak. Project Soul is a community service by Purpose Church, praying that those innocent children see Jesus through those shoes. Yeah, we talked about that yesterday.
Awesome.
Amazing thing that church is doing, giving shoes to 800 plus kids. Amazing stuff. Very cool. Yeah, Lily Kawa. Hi, gentlemen. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning. And a little heart.
Good morning.
Hola.
And a little heart.
Good morning. And it looks like it's it. Okay,
And
cool.
all that super chat money every day when we do that, it all goes to Graham because this is his channel. And all three of us are working for free.
That's why we tell you, do super questions on our own creator channels when we're live.
I never even
Please.
think about with my show. I never
Me
even
either.
think about.
I don't even think about it.
I know. I never cross. I forget. And I was like, we do pretty good for working for free, boys.
Yeah, we're
Golly.
doing amazing.
We can't afford a Tesla. That's what we need. We need a Dear America Tesla.
I can't afford a Pinto.
We need
what you guys are
Graham
talking
to do
about.
that and buy us a Tesla.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. All right, let's do the giveaway. And here's how we're going to do it. You got to blow up the chat. Now, what do we want to do that with? We want to do a American flag. I tell you what, dude, just blow up the chat. Put in there what you want to put in there. Let's get the thing spinning and rolling.
I'm going to
When
win
it's-
it. I'm
when
going to
it's
win it. I'm
Rocking
gonna
and
win it.
rolling. When it's rocking and rolling, I'm going to do a screenshot on my
I'm gonna
phone.
win it. I'm
So let's
gonna
get
win
the
it.
thing
I'm
going.
gonna
Blow
win
it up. And it just, I'm going to do the screenshot. I'm not going to tell you
I'm gonna
when.
win it. I'm gonna win it. I'm gonna.
I'm going to go.
I'm gonna win it.
It ain't going to be Todd.
I'm gonna win it. I'm gonna win it.
Let me get to the Dear America thing on my Rumble here,
I'm
man.
gonna
He's
win
not
it. And
even
you
there yet.
shut up, I Heart Country Life.
All right. It's spinning. It's spinning, spinning,
Come
spinning,
on.
spinning.
Come on,
Look at
baby.
the numbers.
Come on, baby.
Look at the
Give it to
numbers
me.
going. I love
Give
it.
it to me. Give it
I
to me.
love it. I
Please
love it.
say
Here
hot
we
seat,
go.
Todd. Please say hot seat, Todd.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's who we got. Taylor Edwards. Taylor Edwards. Boom. It was so close, Todd. You're not even on the page. I'll send you some coffee cups and some other swag. We'll throw
Yes.
some stuff in the box.
Taylor, shoot me your address, todd@dearamericamedia.com. I'll get it to Chad and make sure that it happens. I think I clicked the button too many times. And for whoever put the Auburn thing, get over it. Your football team sucks now.
Todd at dearamericamedia.com. And
Thank you, Mr. Producer, for that
you guys
infamous
are awesome.
messages after messages after messages after showing Kick 6. Thank you,
Yeah.
buddy.
Yeah, kick 6. All right, boys. Anything else before we get out of here?
That's
Todd, what
it.
time's your show, brother?
I'll see you guys at 3 o'clock. I have no idea what we're going to talk about. I might dive into this Pete Hegseth thing just a little bit, but we'll see. I'll see you at 3. We'll open up the phone lines, do some super questions. We might just hang out for an hour. Who knows?
Yeah, that's what we did yesterday. Got
And-
off the rails on my show yesterday, so it was fun.
Tony, you're still good?
Yeah, I'm good. Yep.
Good. Tony's going to be with me. We're declaring it Taco Tuesday.
All
Taco
right.
Tuesday today.
I like it. Good stuff. Tony, any final words?
Nope. Hasta luego. I guess I'm going to be on the talk show, so see you guys later.
Heck yeah. All right. I have no idea what's going on my show, but I'll be there at 2, 1 Central over on the Chad Prather Rumble. You can also watch it here on Dear America, but the chat is going to be over there.
ain't
I Heart
reading it.
Country Life. We got one.
I'm not reading it.
Oh, there you go.
I'm not reading
There you
it.
go. Follow up from yesterday, Todd. November 30th, 2013. The most epic day in Auburn football history.
I don't know what you're complaining
That's the
about.
only
Todd.
that's the only epic day in Auburn football history.
I have
I don't know
never.
what you guys are complaining about. You guys, Georgia, Alabama, you guys have freaking 10,000 national championships, and the Ducks have 0 or
Georgia
maybe
has
1.
3.
I have no idea.
Well,
So,
that's
I mean,
because Oregon's more worried about men playing in women's sport.
Oh, that's just wrong right there to do that, Mr. Producer. That's just wrong. And trust me, I wish Auburn and Alabama could just beat each other. Like just both of you lose. I've never in my life, in all my travels, and I lived in Alabama for a while, I've never seen a bigger. I think it's the biggest rivalry out there.
Oh, it is
In the country.
100%.
I think,
100%.
I know there's people who would say Michigan, Ohio State, stuff like that.
Nah.
I don't think there's no bigger rivalry to me than Auburn, Alabama. So,
Dude, how many teams do you know has a fan that went to Toomer's Corner and poisoned the trees?
poison the trees, man.
Like, that's as rivalry as it gets right there. I don't condone it, but I'm not surprised by it either.
Yeah, I
And that
do
kid-
admit I do admit that my money goes to Auburn right now.
Well, that's okay. So does Dan Bongino. You got kids that go to Auburn. I'll forgive you.
Yeah. And so anyway, all right. Well, we'll see you guys. Go to watchchad.com for all the fun stuff is. I'm headed to Austin. Going to get over there with the crazies Thursday night for a special event. Got to speak. And then going to be in Ordway, Colorado at a cattle industry meeting. And so going to be over there. And then we'll get back to doing some live shows and talking about Nancy Pelosi being naked and all kind of weird stuff. Folks, use some common sense, some critical thinking, love each other, show a little mercy and grace. Be blessed and be happy. Today was made for you on purpose, with promise, with prophetic fulfillment, all because a loving God decided to design this day for you. And you know what? Be blessed in it, okay? Be happy and have a little joy, guys. Have a little joy. WatchChat.com. We will get the coffee cups sent out. I love you, Tony and Todd and Mr. Producer. And yes, Royce. Everybody, where's Royce? He's in D.C. We love you. God bless you. Talk to you this afternoon. Bye.